you guys been paying attention to the community post, we just got done loading up this four-wheeler, and just in the nick of time because it is pouring rain, which is probably not a bad thing because this four-wheeler needs some deep cleaning. So sorry if you guys can't hear me because it is just pouring, but we're gonna head to the car wash and we're gonna give this thing a little bit more of a deep scrubbing before it comes in our barn. So be right back. Now it stops raining. Now it stops raining like a cow piss on a flat rock. Oh, seriously, look, we've got moss growing on this thing. So this thing sitting in the woods, in the weeds, God knows how long. We're gonna see if we can get it started when we get home. I'm guarantee I'm gonna have to pull the carburetor apart. We're gonna have to do a lot of work on it, but I wanna see if I can get this thing started. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna power wash all the spider webs, rat's nest, any nasty stuff that's in here. And so at least we have some kind of a fresh start. So, man, look at that, guys.
I thought it was just Greek stuff.
No.
That's disgusting.
I wonder if I should use the wax option. Should I wax this?
What does it do?
I don't know. Let's
Not do
let's
it.
hope this works. Oh, here we go. I'm about $2 into this power washing. Boys head in the truck, it's about 60 degrees out, but look at this. This thing's lived its life outside, I guarantee, since the day it was bought. It is so bad shape. I don't know if I got myself a huge turd or what, but it's cleaning up really nice because this is what it does. This is what it looks like on this side. And this is what it's cleaning up to be. So this thing might be actually not that bad. I thought I was gonna have to replace plastic on it and everything, get all this stuff off of it, but I'm gonna keep on pumping away on power washing and we'll see how good it gets. Wow. This thing cleaned up super nice, guys. Night and day. This thing is night and day cleaned up different. Oh my gosh. We're not out of the woods yet. It might be a huge turd. The motor might be blown up, but I can tell you right now that she at least looks good. She doesn't have, I don't know, 30 years of moss on her now, because I think this is an 84. I'm not really sure how old this thing is, but it looks like it's got a couple corks with it. But guys, this thing, I'm pretty sure the plastic's gonna be faded. It looks good now, but I guarantee it's gonna be faded. This stuff's all faded out. I guarantee it's not. It looks good right now because it's wet, but by God, this thing was in the weeds. It sat outside probably its whole life. There was moss growing on it. Everything cleaned up real nice. So I'll give you one good spin around, look around this thing to show you how well it cleaned up. And then we're gonna get it home and we're gonna see if we can get this thing started and see if it runs. So stay tuned. Yeah, you can tell, still got some stuff down here, but and it's real oxidized, but man, you can't beat good old power washing. It cleaned up pretty good. So guys, it cleaned up really good. I'm gonna head to the store, probably get a couple of cans of black paint so we can clean it up, freshen it up a little bit. But I'm not sure I'm gonna paint the plastic because I've painted four-wheel drive or four-wheel plastic before, and the grass and stuff just tears that stuff all off, and I don't know. But that was back when I was 17, so that was quite a few years ago, and I think paint's come a long way. So let me do some research. I may paint this plastic, but all right, let's get going. What we got down in the barn, we got sitting on a battery charger. We're gonna go to a soccer game, let this battery charge up, and we can see if we can get this thing started or not. And if we can get it started, then we know we got something that we can work with, and then we'll start working on getting all this guards off, and we'll get the plastic off, and we'll start stripping her down, and we'll pull the carburetor and see how bad that is, and we'll see if we can get it running. I gotta check I'll take the box out, the air cleaner part. I'll check that, make sure there's not a rat nest in it. And then we'll try to fire it up, put a little gas in it, turn her over. That's all we can do, but we're gonna head to this soccer game, and then we'll get started on this tonight. All right, so we're gonna dig into this thing. We're gonna see if we can get it started. First, like I said, we're gonna pull the air cleaner out, see if there's a rat nest in there, and then we'll put a little fresh fuel in there. And the battery's been charging for a couple hours, so wish us luck. It might be a bust, it might not start. It has electric start, so I wasn't able to kick it to see if it had compression or anything. So we're kind of on a whim right now. So we're gonna get this pulled off, and we'll go from there. Wish us luck. Yep, we've got a rat's nest.
That's cute.
This is why we pull the air cleaner before we start it.
You need to grab that thing with fresh hands.
Looks like there's a bunch of wiring on here. It's kind of weird. I'm not going to go through that right now, but we checked the oil. The oil's decent. There's oil in it. It's not bad. It'll need changed, but add a little gas to it. The carburetor automatically started leaking gas, so the carburetor's going to have to be rebuilt, definitely. But we're ready to start this up. The only thing I noticed that was funny is there's no ignition switch. So we're gonna have to plug that together and let's see if it starts. Well, we got a green light. It's in neutral. Run. Start. Nope. No starting. Let me, we're gonna work on this a little bit more and we'll see if we can get some power. It seems like there's not enough juice in the battery, so I gotta check the electrical system on that, so. All right, stand by for round 2. You're not gonna believe this, well, you will, but they're using a pair of these little needle nose vice grips to hold on the positive cable, which is speaker wire, tied into the original cable on the positive terminal, and then this is all, we're gonna fix all that, man. That's hillbilly ingenuity. But it ain't dumb if it works, you know what I mean? They got somebody by, so, but we're gonna make it right. All right, found a loose connection on the battery. We got a green light, we're gonna turn it on and see if it starts. Take 2. All right, it starts. We got compression. All right, bud, high five. Sounds like we got ourselves a good 4-wheeler. It's compression. I don't know if it drives. Transmissions are pretty indestructible in these things. Given the fact that we put it in gear and it wouldn't roll anywhere, it tells me that nothing's stripped out in it. So that's the good news. It runs. The carburetor is definitely junk. I've already ordered one because I knew right off the bat a rebuild kit is going to cost just about as much as these carburetors cost nowadays. So the next thing, now that we know that we got something worth working on, well, I probably would have worked on it anyways, but we're going to take this plastic apart, check the wiring, figure out all this funny nonsense that people have put on it in the last 30 years, and we'll go from there. So one thing I wanted to go through is the fact that I am extremely impressed with this 4-wheeler because we got juice to it, we started it up, it runs, it sounds like it has a strong motor, but the shocking part is all the electrical, like the neutral light, the gear light, the headlights, everything runs, or everything is powered up. There's a tail light to it. What's that, bud? Yeah, let's show them the lights. Let's show them what this thing does. Now I think there might be a headlight out, but we'll go through it. So let's plug it in. Turn the lights on. I got one little week. The lights work. They're brights. They change. Let's put it in gear. Yep, that works. Hit the brakes. Hit the brakes, bud. Alright. So I lied. The brake light doesn't work, but I'm pretty sure it's a simple fix. Probably a bad bulb. The luck that I'm having on this 4-wheeler, I guarantee it's probably just a bad bulb, guys. So we're gonna bust plastic off of it and see what we got for wiring. But we're gonna show that in the next episode. And then we're gonna get this, I think we're gonna paint this plastic, but we're gonna bust the handlebars off. We're gonna get it all stripped down and start going through it and start getting parts for it. So here's to the $150 dragged out of the weeds, piece of junk 4-wheeler. Oh man, I wish I could have got it this pulled out of the weeds, because when I went and looked at it, it was in weeds like this tall. Guy, he said it had been sitting back there forever. He put new tires on it in the back, and he parked it back there because I guess his grandkids or something like that or whatever didn't ride it no more. But we'll pull it all apart, see what we need to order, and go from there, guys. So if you guys like what you see, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and follow along as we rebuild this $150 four-wheeler that we pulled out of the weeds, because it's going to be pretty interesting. We're not going to make it look brand new, but it's definitely going to look a lot better than it started out to be. So we'll see you on the next episode.